then again, I think I read it in his book, so I don't.
Oh, right. Well,
I don't know if.
believe everything he says.
I think
Yeah,
Roz needs to write a book. I mean, the children.
they should. I wonder, you know, this thing about Greg Theakston's focus stats in the Kirby Museum that's going on at the moment. You've heard about that?
The one with the copies.
Have you heard about? Yeah. I wonder if the Kirby family are keeping quiet because of this impending court case, because they've not said anything. I just wondered if anybody knew what their stand was on it.
But, well, again, they're going to find out by the end of the month if the Supreme Court's going to hear this case. On the 29th, the Supreme
Right.
Court is going to convene and see if they're going to listen to this case.
Well, I hope
Again,
they
Marvel
do.
tried to stop them, but then once those briefs from Hollywood came in, and those briefs from the guys who were at the Copyright and Register Office, they had to take a second look. You
Right. Can you imagine? Right, can you imagine the amount of Kirby crackle that will be whizzing around the courtroom that day?
It'll be,
It'd be great if they won, but I'm not so sure.
yeah. I'm glad you
I
said
hope so.
Crackle because some people call them the dots, Kirby dots.
Yeah, well,
I like
yeah, they
Kirby
don't know what they're
Crackle
talking about,
better.
do they?
And
Crackle with a
Kirby and
K.
Simon, I mean, people don't realize that they're the ones that created the romance comics. They pioneered that.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
pioneered the romance
yeah,
comics. They pioneered I think the horror comics, and just everyone else is copying off
yeah.
of them. You know how it goes. There's a
Well,
glutton
that's
of
why.
market.
You see, what Marvel are doing now, or what Stan Lee did, he did what Walt Disney did, didn't he? Walt Disney didn't draw a line, but all those other guys who were doing that work weren't allowed to put their names on it. Stan Lee put Jack Kirby's name on it, but it was always written by when it should have been edited by. So, and now it's interesting that Disney would buy Marvel when they were the perpetrators of one name. Walt Disney.
It's
And those,
amazing.
those, those, those
This
guys
whole
never got their due.
this whole thing now is just boiling down for work for hire. That
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
That's what's really messing everything up.
Wasn't the work for hire established in 1909 or something around there, when the world was totally different?
Did Mr. Kirby talk to you about the Simon case?
No,
No.
no. Roz said to me that I wasn't to ask me not to talk to him about anything to do with Marvel or anything, but it upset him too much.
Yeah.
He'd be physically ill when he went into a store and saw,
Oh wow.
a Captain America toy or whatever, and whatever stuff. So she asked me not to mention it, and I didn't. I did. He did mention a few things to me about Stanley, but Roz asked me not to ask him directly.
Okay. I respect that. It's just that
Yeah,
because I'm looking at the year '66. Jack was working for Marvel at the time,
yeah, yeah.
so
Didn't
I don't
he?
know if he cut a deal with them to keep quiet about it or what. I mean, that must have ate him up. His former co-creator was suing for the Captain America rights, and here he is still working for the company. That was
That's right.
Jack must
Yeah,
have been in a bad spot. But again, I don't know how that is affecting his lawsuit now, because
I don't know.
if he was working, if he agreed back then that what he was doing was work for hire, Marvel could just use that.
I think there's more to it, because surely they could just show that and it would be the end of it. But it keeps coming up every few years, so there must be something in there that people are finding. These lawyer guys, they find loopholes, don't they? So I'm presuming they must think they have a case. The Kirby's have got to take this through to the end, and until they run out of money, I guess. Because I'm presuming they're not really poor people, because I don't think Jack was a poor man. I just don't think he got the millions he should have done.
Right. Well, we're
I
going to
think
find out soon. Again, like we said, on the 29th, Supreme Court is going to convene. And Glenn, again, thank you for being on.
it's been great.
Um,
It's been great.
I'm sorry we couldn't get John on. It was tried, but
And on a positive note,
maybe we can get John on next week. The
yeah.
whole problem
Yeah.
is,
But let's end
again,
on a positive note, because this is exciting that you were able to not only develop a friendship, and be like an insider to such creativity, but you're able to share that with us. So we really, really appreciate that. You know,
Well, that's okay.
we really, really appreciate
That's
it.
okay. I'll come on again.
and we hope to have you on again. And again, go to the Jack Kirby page. There's a couple of them on Facebook. One is called Jack Kirby, the King of Comics. The other one's Jack Kirby Fan Group. It's run by Glen and his co-owner John Bray. They're both good guys. You're gonna enjoy the page. You're gonna learn a lot. And we'll see as the weeks progress, right, Glenn?
Yeah, sure, yeah. We'll see how it goes. Look forward to that court case in a couple of weeks.
And next time we
That's
get you on, you show us your stuff as well.
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
All the best.
Thanks a lot.
And same to
And
you.
everyone else watching, you could definitely leave remarks on our Facebook page, Sonic Eclectic, and question, qualms, or anything that you would like to hear or see by the next time that we could maybe do a part 2 to this, or,
Yeah.
you know.
By the way,
let us know.
today's the 48th birthday of Star Trek, so live long and prosper, people.
And for all
Thank
you
you, Michael.
Star Wars fans, does it really matter? No, it's
Live
not.
long. If it wasn't for Kirby, there'd be no Star Wars.
Thanks a lot.
If there was no Kirby, there'd be no Star Wars.